So guys, we all know that recently there've been a lot of voices coming out to raise alarm over plots to crack down on Ugochinyere. We know that Ugochinyere is one of those leading voices, that has been speaking up and calling out, Wike, the pro-Wike lawmakers, and even the judiciary over some of the judgment that they've been giving as regards to, River State and what has been going on there. Ugochinyere is the person who has always come out to tell the world that the 27 lawmakers who are loyal to Wike, that they swore affidavits and they read out their letter of resignation, and that there is no way the Nigerian judiciary can restore them. He has been emphatic on that, and he still maintains that ground. And this time around, there are plots to crack him down. People have been saying that they want to take away his life and also to lay all kinds of allegations against him, including him sponsoring terrorism and all kinds of things. So guys, we say we practice democracy in this country, but when you look at it critically, you know that the powers that be, they don't want any opposition to survive. They don't want people to call them out when they err. They don't want people to checkmate all their excesses. That is what we are seeing in this country under the leadership of Tinubu's government. So guys, this time around, they are pointing accusing finger at Wike because of his pro lawmakers, whom they are planning at all costs to reinstate. But we all know that going by the constitution, they resigned, they signed affidavit and all that, and their seats were declared vacant, and we are waiting for the final judgment that is going to be coming from the Supreme Court. But this time around, Ugochinyere is crying out, raising alarm over plots to take away his life and also to raise allegations, all kinds of things, to accuse him of what he doesn't know anything about, that may end him long jail term. I mean, that is just the plot, to make sure that they send him to jail and that he will spend almost his whole life there, or they might end up buying him. That is what this lawyer is saying. Even the other group that came out recently, that was what they were saying, that the plot is real. So guys, I want you to take your time, watch this video.
Okay, gentlemen of the press, this particular press briefing is all about sometime last month or thereabout. I told you how some persons plan to frame, attack, or eliminate Honorable Ikenga Ugochinyere. You see, that particular plan has resurrected again. If you watch, Ikenga Ugochinyere has been speaking for opposition political party in the Federal House of Rep, and being a political activist, has been on it. He has been doing his activism without any fear of contradiction or favor. But some persons, both in PDP and some supporters of FCT ministers, is not comfortable with his activism and the criticism. So we learned that there is a plan to frame him up with a type of charges. Probably getting somebody to mention one of these terrorist suspects, just getting mentioned that he's a person sponsoring, or he's one of those that are sponsoring terrorism in this country. We have all those plans. And I want to tell whoever that is involved that it will not stand. We, lawyers in defense of democracy, it will not stand. Any attempt to frame him up, any attempt to attack him, will be highly resisted. And we are calling Mr. President to look at those who are criticizing your government. These are those of us in opposition criticizing your government. We are the people that are telling you the truth. We are the people that are helping your government. Honorable Ikenga Ugochinyere has been there criticizing before this government, and even before he joined politics fully. So trying to intimidate him, trying to silence him with a trump-up charges will be resisted. And nobody will have it all. Because if you watch what Ugochinyere is talking about, just what we have in PDP, how some PDP leadership that's supposed to form opposition is now working for APC, thereby rendering Nigeria to be a one-party state, which is not good to our democracy. You also talked about how the minister of FCT, is making things very difficult in Rivers State. He criticized all these things. So this is not a ground for somebody to start attacking him. We, the lawyers in defense of democracy, members of NBA Human Rights Committee, concerned members of NBA Human Rights Committee, we will resist it. And any attempt for that will move to the street. That is our message we want to pass to Mr. President. And all this intimidation, all this clamping down of opposition will not help Mr. President. Mr. President should look at those who are ready to help his government, not those who are looking for something to put in their pocket. Honorable Ikenga Imo Ugochinyere is a force to reckon with. Is the hope of the youth. In the entire Southeast, as we speak now, he is the political leader in the entire Southeast. Take it or you leave it. Go and set up opinion, because he has been there. He has been carrying people along. He has been showing people what representation is all about, what advocacy is all about, what opposition is all about. So we are calling on Mr. President. We are calling Inspector General of Police. We are calling Director of DSSS. Please don't allow anybody to use you. Don't allow anybody to use you. One of the people that made Buhari's government very unpopular are those praise singers. And today, Buhari has been known to be the worst political leader Africa can ever produce. So we are calling on Mr. President, please don't allow anybody to use the security agents to intimidate anybody, to cause problem in your government. Where you are doing well, everybody will support you. Where you are not doing well, will criticize you. We have seen some policies which you come up with, something like this tax reform. You can see how everybody is supporting you. When you do well, people will commend you. If you did not do well, people will, especially all those people who are working for you, who claim that they are supporting you. These are the people that are making your government very unpopular. So please, that is our position. That is the essence of this. Ugochinyere is representing the youth. Ugochinyere is representing the Southeast. Ugochinyere is a force to reckon with. When he talk, people should listen.
So guys, you can see it for yourself. These are the things we keep saying, that if this government doesn't like opposition, if this government does not believe that that people should condemn them when they do the wrong thing, then there is no democracy in this country. Democracy is all about people. It's of the people, by the people, and for the people. That's the kind of government that is run under a democratic government. But in Nigeria, the other way is the case. Like we've seen the APC chairman coming out to say that they have succeeded in taking Edo State, that Rivers is their next target. It didn't come as a surprise, because we all know that the Tinubu's government is trying all they can to take over all the states. Look at what happened in the last election in Edo State. Was that an election? No. All kinds of results, contradictions everywhere. I mean, the INEC chairman should really be ashamed of himself if he cannot manage this body and he claims to be the one in charge. Look at the mess in INEC. I don't know how long it's going to take for it to be clean. But I tell you that this government doesn't like opposition. They don't like criticism. They don't like people coming out to call them out. They don't give people the right kind of leadership. They will not. And still, they don't want to condemn them. Like you've seen the IG of police coming out to say, if you insult government officials, they will arrest you. And they've gone ahead to do that. Arresting people because people are airing their frustration in a country like Nigeria where people cannot eat. So these are the things going on. And that is why Nigerians are like, calling them out. I mean, they cannot just beat, like people say, you can't beat a child and tell that child not to cry. You cannot destroy the economy, put people into hardship, and then you are expecting them not to air their view. They shouldn't talk. They shouldn't air their frustration. So guys, this is what is happening to Mr. Ugochinyere at the moment. A group came out recently and raised this same alarm. And this time around, this lawyer is saying that this thing is real. I mean, the plot to crack down on Ugochinyere, to lay accusations against him. I mean, accusations that may end up leaving him in jail for a very long time. They are all in progress, that these things are real, and they are informing Nigerians ahead of time so that people will not say nobody told them. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Thank you.